This is where I'm going to introduce you guys to a really cool graphic novel called Preacher. This is volume 1 called Gone to Texas. How I was introduced to this graphic novel was I came across an article online where the author of the article was recommending graphic novels that he or she thought should be turned into movies. If this was a movie, I would say it is a combination of Bruce Almighty, Pulp Fiction, Clerks, and The Big Lebowski. It is meant for mature readers, so if you are like a teen, preteen, I would not recommend you reading this. It's really not for you. Also, if you find offense of, religious things being talked about in a non-fundamental way, you may want to look someplace else besides reading this book. It starts out with 3 characters: Jesse, Preacher Custer, a girl named Tulip, and a vampire named Cassidy. They're meeting in a diner and they're discussing how they came about meeting each other. I don't understand why it's called Gone to Texas, because the whole volume, it's like they're leaving Texas. Well, anyways, the main plot of the story, besides those 3 characters, there is heaven and angels and demons, of course, and there is one particular entity that is a combination of angel and demon, and his name is Genesis. There, of course, everybody knows there's a war between heaven and hell, but his 2 parents had fallen in love and they created him, Genesis, who is supposed to be this really powerful new being, and he's called a new idea. When this being has been created, God decides to take a vacation. For some reason, he decides to leave heaven, and he's basically just shirking off his duties of running the world. This really angers Jesse Custer, and he is just, I want to find out God and make him responsible for his creation and all the people he's supposed to be taking care of. One of my favorite quotes from this series is, "You need to be a good guy because there are too many of the bad." I just think that that's just a really relevant quotation because there are so many bad people. This graphic novel is not one that you're going to be easy to put down. I am already reading volume 2, and I have a feeling I want to finish this series within the month. It is very exciting. I like the philosophical talk that they talk about different things between scenes, which is why I said it reminds me of Clerks. It's got a lot of action, gun and punching, violence, like Reservoir Dogs or Pulp Fiction. So if violence offends you, or language and sexual suggestive stuff, I probably would not read this if I were you. But if all of that stuff sounds good, you like those movies, I would highly recommend this series. Each volume so far seems to be getting better and better, and it's very well written. I'm drawn to the characters. You learn more about the characters with each issue in the volume. It's just a great read. So that is my recommendation for you guys to check out Preacher, and it would be awesome if this got turned into a film. I could see it being even a miniseries or a TV show for like HBO or Showtime. It's pretty darn cool. So thanks for watching, and until next time, later guys.